and welcome to today's episode of Rusty Nut Garage. Say, you may remember this 1976 Chevrolet pickup that I bought last June. I bought it not far from my home from a gentleman near Dayton, Oregon. His father had passed away and left him this truck. This truck had been stored in their shop for almost 15 years. Now, the shop was not a heated shop or anything like that, but it was kept in nice dry storage. I've had the truck, like I say, for almost 7 months and have done a few things to it and just kind of like to show you around the truck. It is a custom deluxe short bed, two-wheel drive obviously. And this truck had very, very little options, if anything. The vehicle SPID list of options on the truck is not on the truck any longer. They were either located on the fender well or in the glove box, and it's not on either. I'm assuming it probably was on the fender well and came off at some point. But this truck has a 250 inline 6-cylinder engine and a 3-speed manual transmission. Originally, the 3-speed manual was a column shift. Shifter has been moved to the floor with an aftermarket shifter. Again, 3-speed manual. This truck does not have a radio. Now, some would say a radio delete. No, radio was not standard on this truck. If you wanted a radio, you had to pay for the option of a radio. This truck did not get a radio. This truck did not get a factory rear bumper. Now, it probably had a dealer installed rear bumper. Does not have power steering. Does not have power brakes. So it's a very, very base model truck. However, it does have carpet in it, and it appears to be the original carpet. I would love to have the original SPID for this truck to see if it indeed had carpet from the factory or not, or if they installed it afterwards. But there is no rubber mat under the carpet, so I've got to say that it was originally ordered with carpet. So I believe that to be the only option on the truck. This truck was bought new at Friendly Chevrolet in Lake Oswego, Oregon. And Friendly Chevrolet would run ads on the TV that you'd see Saturday night when you're watching wrestling, much like Cal Worthington did in California. And they would always have specials on these trucks like this, $59.99 or whatever the price would be. But if you go onto YouTube and look up Friendly Chevrolet, you can see some of the old-time ads that from these trucks that sold up there. The gentleman that owned this truck, the original owner, was a shoe cobbler, worked for West Coast Boots in Molalla, Oregon. He had the truck for a few years, and he left West Coast Boots and went to work for the Newburgh Paper Mill, where he met a gentleman there that he sold the truck to, and I bought it from his son. Now, one of them installed these mirrors. These are not factory mirrors. And I'm not crazy about the mirrors, but they're not terribly ugly, and they do work good. But I would love to have just the original mirrors. But other than that, the truck is pretty well stock. Look under the hood of this truck. There are no unnecessary wires under there. The wiring harness has not been messed with. The original jack is still in place. The jack handle, all the things that it came factory with are there, and it has not been modified. This truck does not have a lot of rust. In fact, it has very, very little. The underside of this truck is very nice. Now, I've not cleaned underneath there, but it would clean up very nicely if somebody was to wash it underneath there with a hand mitt or something. And the interior is also very nice in this truck. You'll see the plaid seat with the black carpet and mats, and the original dash pad on this truck is very, very nice. No cracks, no holes in it, no nothing. Has the wood grain in the center there. The door panels are good. Overall, just a very, very nice truck. And you also see that the rockers, both sides, are absolutely perfect. No rust in the cab corners. If you look at the cab corners on this truck, there is no rust on them. There's no rust underneath. There's no rust in the body mounts or any of that. So it's a very, very nice truck. The only place we do find just a little bit find a little bit of rust is underneath the door up here, but it's not bad. Still have all 4 of the original hubcaps on this truck. And the sun visors are very nice in this truck. They're not warped. They're just in nice condition. The roof is good in the truck, the headliner there. And look at the windows in the truck. All the way around, the windows are very nice. There's no chips, no cracks. It's just in great condition. And in here, we have the 256 cylinder engine. No power steering, no power brakes, as I said earlier. The jack and the handle are there. The high energy ignition, HEI ignition. I believe the first year that was 1975. This is 76, so that's a big plus on these trucks. Did find evidence that there were a few squirrels in this truck at different times, but not bad. I did have some minor damage on the right side here, and I showed that in a photo there. That is still there, but other than that, a very nice truck. The lights are very bright. These are the originals. I use a product called Napa aluminum brightener. They use this on trucks. A lot of trucks, you'll see the aluminum wheels and all the aluminum tanks and racks and stuff that are really, really clean, bright aluminum. Not polished aluminum, but they use this acid wash to clean those. And I use that for all the bright work and all the lights on these, and it really cleans them very, very nicely. These appear to be brand new, and they're not. They're the originals. So this stuff works very, very well. I also use Super Clean. Super Clean is a very great product for cleaning all of the vinyl, the tires, the wheels, under the wheel wells, that sort of stuff. And Super Clean is also a great product for just general shop cleanup. Recently I cleaned my shop door there. That shop door had 25 years of dust and dirt and accumulation on it, and I used Super Clean to wash that down with and really clean it up nicely. Very good product. One of the other things I did do to this truck too is painted the front bumper and the hubcaps. Now the front bumper was in pretty nice shape, but it did have a lot of scratches on it and chips and dings and whatnot. So I pulled it off, scuffed it, sanded it down, cleaned it up, and then repainted it. And took all of the bumper bolts there and polished them a little bit, cleaned them up so they look nice on there. And then the hubcaps, I repainted the white and the black on the hubcaps there. And one of the things that did do is get the correct paint. You can buy some paint, some Rust-Oleum white or whatever, but it's not going to look right. What I did do is I found what the original paint code was here, and the paint description is a cameo ivory here. So the main layer is 8259, and so that was a paint code. And I went into my local auto parts store, Mac Auto Supply, and Kurt Barnes in there mixed me up this paint, and it really flowed out really nice. I couldn't be happier with the paint on the bumper and the hubcap. So, you know, a big thing is make sure and use the proper color. Otherwise, it's not going to look right. You know, some of the neat things about these old trucks like this, the simple screwdriver can really help out. And this truck's not idling smoothest, so we're going to adjust the idle mixture screw here. I can lot there, you can hear it just smoothing it out. Well guys, I hope you liked the video on the old 76 Chevrolet C10. It's going to be pretty hard to find a truck nicer than this one. I say nicer than this one. It's got its bumps, its bruises and bangs, you know, stuff. But it's pretty doggone nice. As you've seen in the video there, the wiring harness has not been messed with under the dash or under the hood or any of that stuff. It's all clean underneath the dash. It's really been left alone, let's say. If you've had very many of these trucks, you'll know that most of them have been modified in some way, or somebody's added fog lights and various other campers and all kinds of sort of things, and they've been messed with, and this truck is not. It's a pretty nice original truck here. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you would, please hit that like, share, and subscribe button. That really helps us out, helps our YouTube algorithm, so we can put out more videos like this. And we'll catch you next time at Rusty Duck Garage.